Alright guys, this is going to be a serious review. No calling out PewDiePie or IGN in this one. Taking this one seriously.
Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say.
Ooh, look at those moves. These moves? Yeah.
Many people misunderstand The Last of Us Part 2. So many people think that this is a game about revenge, when in actuality, it's a game about forgiveness. The Last of Us Part 2 is a sickening, twisted game full of many twists and turns. It has a bleak, dark atmosphere and a daunting yet beautiful world. This is a video game where you play as a woman who has been severely wronged. This is a post-apocalyptic world where an infection has basically doomed all of humanity, and the infected have taken over the world. Joel made the ultimate sacrifice in part 1, and saved Ellie's life at the cost of humanity, and now his sins from his past have caught up to him, leading to his death. Joel reveals to Tommy that he basically doomed all of humanity by saving Ellie, and this ends up to his death within the opening hour of the game. Then Ellie sets off with her new girlfriend Dina on a quest for revenge to try and hunt down the woman who killed Joel. Last of Us Part 2 is a very twisted and poetic tale. All of Joel's sins have caught up to him and it leads to his death, which then fuels a rage in Ellie that ends up consuming her completely. We see her take all of her loved ones on a brutal journey that takes most of their lives as she goes on a relentless quest to stop someone who's wronged her. This revenge tale pays a heavy toll over Ellie's sanity. Over the course of the game, she gets more and more violent and resorts to darker means of killing her enemies in a non-stop quest to hunt down the woman who killed her father. The Last of Us has a giant yet personal story to tell, and most of the beauty of the surrounding world comes from its minor details. The forgotten, overgrown old streets of the forgotten world. Brutal cold winters full of infected getting around. Even the little things like the loading screen with the moths flying around the light, so subtle and yet so nuanced. Over the course of this entire game, we see Ellie's relentless pursuit of revenge bring her to the brink of insanity. Ellie and her girlfriend Dina travel for so many miles and kill countless people in this quest for revenge. This is not a perfect story and it by no means is told in a perfectly written way, but it is a largely misunderstood story that I feel a lot of people misinterpreted. Joel's sacrifice in the first game and his choice to doom humanity by saving Ellie is paying a heavy price. Their relationship is being broken apart by the sin that Joel committed. Joel's decision to selfishly save Ellie and a choice that she made to sacrifice herself not only doomed humanity but continued the entire apocalypse. It's the butterfly effect. Joel's decision ended up leading to his death, which then motivated Ellie to pursue Abby. The Last of Us Part 2 is a very dark and bleak narrative that shows that revenge is a path that no one should walk on. It's a story about a woman who sacrifices everything in pursuit of a hopeless goal of revenge that ultimately leads to her losing everything. Ellie had a house, a family, a baby, and she had Dina, and yet she let it all go to continue in her pursuit of Abby. The final confrontation in this game is one of the sickest fights in a video game ever. Ellie has pursued Abby, and after finding her, she makes her fight to the death. Abby doesn't even want to fight anymore, she just wants to leave, but Ellie will not let her.
He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this.
This is a sad and sickening fight on an otherwise bleak and disturbing game, and it caps off one of the saddest moments in an already pretty dark video game. But the ending is the most misunderstood part of this entire game. You see, I understand revenge a little bit personally. You see, I had a pretty abusive father myself actually. I understand what it's like to just want someone dead and to really just want to hate somebody as much as you can with all of your being. But at the very end of this game, right as Ellie's about to kill Abby, she flashes back to Joel. She sees the last happy memory that she remembered of him, and she spares Abby's life. Many people review bombed this game and they hated it for its ending and a lot of the darker themes in it, but at the very end of the game, after everything that Ellie's been through, all she sacrificed, she ends up sparing Abby. And in that moment, that very symbolic and poetic moment, it proves that this isn't a game about revenge. This is a game about forgiveness. The Last of Us Part 2 is a certified hood classic.